What is your greatest wish for 2026?
The best. I've been coming here to camp for 10 years. I love Osepe with all my heart.
Just a few meters after we leave the port, we already have crystal blue waters. Ali, quick question. What's the cost for the trip to Osepe? Is it per person or for the whole boat? How do you price it? What's the cheapest beach to visit in Choroní? Hi, how are those crazy travelers doing?
Those crazy people from Choroní?
Last day of the year, exactly like last year and the last video. But hold on, you guys will see it as the first video of 2026.
Well, not exactly like last year. A lot of things have changed. A lot has happened to us in 2025, and I think it's really symbolic to end the year where we completely started the year.
Last year, we decided to come to this house, which is a hidden gem of Choroní, that
We're also not going.
to reveal. No, honey, I think this time we are going to reveal it. No, we're not going to reveal it, but
But no, I don't want to.
we formed an alliance granting us exclusive rights to book this house. That happened, so anyone wanting to come to this house will have to go through our filter.
Look, the house is super rustic, to be totally honest, but it has everything I love. Lots of nature, lots of ventilation, the atmosphere is pleasant. We're right next to the river, surrounded by huge trees. It's really great, but I'll give you the details at the end, okay? It's so good that I'm gonna make you stay until the end so you can get all the information.
Because also, in terms of price and value, there's nothing like it in Choroní. So yes, you're going to have to keep watching. We're going to have a beautiful day at the beach. We're going to tell you the costs so you can plan, save, and budget for a trip to this beautiful little town. And who knows, maybe even staying in this house that we love so much.
Join us on this last day of the year. Clearly, one of the biggest changes and one of the greatest losses we had this year was Sukita. She was with us here last year, and I swear to you, in the morning when I woke up writing in my journal, it was hard for me to process that she wasn't here with us. If someone had come up to me last year and told me, look, Sukita, next year she won't be with you all, I wouldn't believe them. I wouldn't believe them at all, but well, life has its things. That's how it happened, and now we have our beautiful Janita here with us. Clearly, she doesn't replace Sukita. Every dog has a unique place in our hearts, but she has earned hers too, and we love her so much. It's her third time at the beach, first time in Choroní. I'm leaving soon, so that's it. Life changes. You never know what can happen in a year. If you had a tough year, I want to give you a hug and tell you that everything passes, the good and the bad. So, yeah. Feel, because we can't hold ourselves back, and let life go on, because with time, everything works out. We're gonna give you a tour of It's Not an Inn, even though it looks like an inn. I love this beautiful house, first because it has this central courtyard, and it's completely surrounded by greenery. I think we can show the room and the art upstairs, and our room is occupied.
Over there, there's a shower that could be the pool shower, which is over there. And then,
Over here, there's another shower. Yes.
yes, that's the one I showed.
Okay, but I think that shower is for whoever wants to bathe there. This is our favorite room. We usually don't stay here, but decided to switch today. But look how delightful it is. It's like a little house. It has its bed. This one doesn't have air conditioning, but all the walls have mesh, so the ventilation comes in really well. It has a little kitchen, so you can stand up and make your coffee. And now I'm going to show you where you have your coffee here. No, here is where you come after having your coffee.
Just like Valeria said, it's a very rustic little house, but we love it. It even has a grill.
It has a pool, and this is where you can actually have your coffee. Look at all the greenery here. You can sit in the little chairs or on this hammock.
And look, 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 when we say all the greenery over there, among so many plants, you can see a little bit of the pool. Look at this site. I mean, this house is super, super cool. That's why, honestly, our room right now has air conditioning. And the difference isn't much because that one is on the lower part of the house. Lying here at night, it's very, very cool.
Are we rude? I mean, if you're new to this channel and you don't know us, you have no idea who we are. Let me introduce myself. My name is Valerie.
And I'm Manuelito.
Even though he calls me Valeria, my name is Valerie. But what I want to tell you with this whole introduction is that I love nature and I give a lot of importance to spaces like this. So, if you're like me, if you love nature and you feel the energy when you're like this, surrounded by lots of greenery, I promise you this inn has something special.
Well, my name is Emmanuel, but I call myself Manuelito because nobody calls me that, nobody says it like that, nobody...
Sometimes my chest feels tight.
People call me Emmanuel. Oh yeah, that Emmanuel is a woman's name. I don't care. I love Emmanuel and that's how I'll stay. And my wife, Valerie.
I don't mind being called Valeria since it's similar, but my name is Valerie. If you call me Valerie, I'll give you a big hug.
A big hug. And what if I call you Valeria?
It's my name and I've been very used to being called that for many years, but now I want people to call me by my name, Valerie.
Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. And together we are to...
Crazy about...
Travel.
Well, let's keep going. Let's go to our room. Let's go to our room. How many rooms are there? There are 5. Some have double beds and one has 3 single beds. It varies. The maximum capacity is for 15 people. This is our room. I already told you it's a mess.
This one is for 4 people. It has 2 double beds.
And over here is the bathroom, which I love. It's kind of a semi-open concept. Why? Because it has mesh, isn't fully open, and has a roof. You can see everything around, but no one can see you.
And look at the air conditioning. Like I said, it's on, but honestly, it's cool. Well, this is a double bed and this is a queen bed. Yes, both can fit 2 people, but one is a bit more comfortable than the other. We sleep in the double bed because we like to cuddle, and we leave the queen bed for our stuff because why not? But
now we're going to change it because we're not cuddling.
They're not like that either. That's how they are. Then they say it's the men, but it's the women. It's the women.
So cuddled. In winter, separate blankets.
And as you can see, our room is number 3. And in this same hallway, there's another room, which is number 2. Over there is number 1. And further ahead is the kitchen. Lee is over there. You remember him from last year. He took us to the beach. He'll take us again this year.
I'm already serving myself my ginger shot since I'm coming down with a cold.
Here you can see the whole kitchen. It's super spacious. Look, it has 2 stoves. So if you want to cook several things at the same time, you have one here and another one over here. And honestly, it has all the utensils you need and more. Yesterday I saw that, oh, I want to squeeze a lemon, there's a lemon squeezer. Oh, we forgot the grater for the cheese, there's a cheese grater. I mean, everything you need, this house has it. Because honestly, it's prepared, equipped to welcome people so they don't have to bring anything else. We repeat, rustic, it's true, but ready. On the other side of the kitchen, there's this little living room. Over here, there's another small table if you want to eat. And over here is the pool. But before I go over there, let me show you another area here, which usually has hammocks, but also look, it's a clothesline if you want to hang your things. It's like a caney, pretty open. In case you want to stay in one day and be in a cool place, that's the spot. But normally during the day, you go to the beach. Here you have this pool, and that waterfall works. It's just not on right now. Let's see if we can turn it on when we come back in the afternoon. And there's some water over here and here, a bocce court, or look over there. Honestly, I'm telling you, this house is epic, really epic. And look over here, man. The river, you can take a dip in the river when you come back from the beach. It has a little door, the house a bit further over there, where you go straight out to the river. Just imagine that blessing, coming out all salty from the beach, and then jumping in for a fresh water dip. And there's the grill, which we used last night for a barbecue, that's why it's used. And if that wasn't enough, over here there's a caney. You can bring the whole party, and here you have your caney. another bathroom over there, and well, everything else you see around here. This is the fifth room, which is right below the one we showed you first. What do you think now? How much does it cost? Stay until the end. Want to book? Info's in the description. We left the house and arrived at the port, Colombia, which is where it gets its name from. Because Colombians, well, when we were colonized back in the 1700s and they brought the arepa, which of course is from Colombia, Colombians in their wildest dreams. No, honestly, I don't know why it's called Puerto Colombia, but this is where you catch the boats to go to practically all the beaches. And I'm going to tell you something. I think that's the only disadvantage. Well, I don't know if it's a disadvantage, but it's a downside. And that's that the house is about a 15-minute walk from Puerto Colombia. But if you come by car, it's only 5 minutes. And around the port, that's where you can park the car without any problem. Since we had the cooler, the paddle, the bags, all the stuff. We didn't come by car, but sometimes when we haven't brought anything, we walk from the house to the port and back, no problem. You know that life at the beach in coastal towns is slower? In fact, today we're heading out at noon to Zepe, which I think is my favorite beach on all the coasts of Aragua. You can, as I said, bring your car, park it in the parking lot, and in just 1 or 2 minutes you'll be here in Puerto Colombia, boarding the little boat, and off we go. A few meters after we leave the port, we already have crystal blue water. Look at this beauty. Honestly, Choroní never disappoints. Venezuela really doesn't disappoint. I'm not surprised. The water is the coast of our country. Without even thinking about the rocks or Morocco National Park, which obviously have an advantage. I mean, they're a spectacle. But any beach you go to, you can find spectacular waters. In the distance, we see Playa Grande, the first beach. You can access that one by car, and it's, let's say, the only one on this side where you can get to by car. Not all the way to the beach, of course, but to a parking lot that's very close, and then you walk the rest of the way. And, well, it also has a lot of palm trees. It's beautiful, but it's also one of the most crowded because of its easy access. And, the next beach on the way to Zepe is Palesecos. This is one of the emptiest beaches, but also one without any services in all of Choroní. I think it's spectacular, though it's a bit hard to enter, especially at high tide when you can't get in. The best months to sail along the Venezuelan coast are the ones that end in bear, that is September, October, November, December. You can't go in and snorkel or free dive. There are a lot of little fish. It's like a coral barrier that covers the whole entrance. As I said, when there are many waves, boats can't go out. That's why I think the services on the beach, like small restaurants and umbrella rentals, etc., haven't been established there either. It's actually pretty rural and you have to bring almost everything yourself. There's only a small hut, a fisherman who works there occasionally. Last year, we spent a little while there on the last day and we loved it. The next beach is Chuao. Honestly, it's one of those beaches where I say, look, this is like a mini Venezuela because it has so much diversity. It's not just the crystal clear water and the palm trees, but they also have the cacao root there. The best cacao in the world comes from this beach, Chuao, because it's not just about the quality of the crops, but the sea breeze gives it a special touch. And that's not just me saying it. Those are international awards in Japan, in Switzerland, and in different countries around the world. The best cocoa is from Chuao. In fact, I think more than 95% of the cocoa production is already for export. And you can also take a 3-4 hour hike to reach the Chuao waterfall. Let's see if this year we get motivated. It's hard when you come with family because we wake up late, we go to the beach late and all that, but let's see if we get motivated. And we get to know the Chuao waterfall together, which I haven't seen either. I haven't shown it to you obviously on the channel, and it's one of the things we still have to check off. From the coast of Aragua. After about 25 minutes of sailing, we've arrived at Sepe, my favorite beach on all the coasts of Aragua, honestly, all the coasts of Aragua. And not just because of Sepe, but also because of Puerto Escondido, which is a small cove beach that you can reach by doing a 10-minute trek, or, well, by going in with the boat, but you need really, really good sea conditions for the boat to get in. It's usually private. We just passed by and it was empty. Well, I mean, I'm up for the hike and I'll show it to you because honestly, it's a spectacular beach. But this one too, and of course it has all the restaurant services. Look, over there are some followers. That's how our little camp turned out. Look at the little tent, the chairs, and over there we have the little tent for the dogs. We like every time we come to the beach as a family to support the local economy. That's why we rent a little tent that costs $15. So make sure to include that in your budget. But also, of course, we like to bring our own tent, which is much bigger, where we can all hang out together. So we have this little tent and our whole little campsite over here, which is amazing. This tent and a couple of chairs are from Neso, a brand I totally recommend. And everything else is Quechua. The other chairs are Quechua, all from Decathlon, which we love. We really love Decathlon and the shade it provides. Incredible. Hi, Pepito and Renito.
Hello.
Hello, Renito. Look, tell me in the comments if Reno looks more like Danny Ocean or Kurt Cobain.
Good afternoon, friends. My name is Kennedy. I live in Chubado, a land where one of the best cocos in the world is grown, and today we came to offer cocoa blocks with no obligation at all. Today we have a great promotion. 1 bar for 3 and 2 for 5 if you buy the promotion from me.
What did you forget or run out of? Yeah, what?
Everything in the shell.
Were you going to give it to me? Yes, and now
I'm going to look for it over there.
Okay, bring it because we're going to buy it for you with the 2-tablet promotion.
But tell us, your mom grows cacao, right? She's going to do that on a farm over there called the Farmers Company. Chubado. Okay, your mom collects it, right? Over there, she has to sell it to the worker, okay? And then they roast it. They put it in the oven, then they put it through a sheller, and the sheller blows air on it to remove the shells, and then they put it in the grinder. It gets thick so you can make panela, and your family loves cocoa. It even has a song. Do you know it? No? Really?
Sing for us, sing for us, sing for us if you know it, but are you shy if you know it? Sing for us, sing for us, sing for us, yes, sing for us, yes, sing for us.
Yes. Cacao is Chuao, long live, long live. Cacao is Chuao, long live, long live. Aha, long live what has been founded. Doña Catalina.
How nice? Very good. Go ahead. Go get us the little gift and we'll buy you these 2 blocks of cacao.
They smell wonderful.
Yes, they smell good.
Oh, Kennedy, you made our day.
Kennedy is back. We didn't just bring 1, but 2 or even 3 extras. What do we have here?
What is the husk for making cocoa tea and coffee? Did you know that cocoa tea is good for cholesterol?
How does it help cholesterol? Also, how do you make the tea? I mean, you soak it and that's it. Like coffee in a filter, yes, and you strain it and all that, yes, but it's lighter, obviously, and it tastes like cocoa, not coffee. Okay, and this, what do we have here?
Everything you need to make bocachin and cappuccino with hot water. Wow, milk and sugar, nothing else.
Look, but is this pure cocoa or does it have sugar and stuff? Yes, pure, okay? Look, how delicious, and this is good too. They're known as cacao nibs, which you can use with a little yogurt, some fruit, and you add that, or with acai, which in Venezuela is called manaca. I'm going to walk while I make a pretty honest confession to you, and it's that I'm in mourning. For me, I'm not saying that YouTube died, but it literally became secondary. Me, literally, this is the platform I love the most, and that's why I'm in mourning. Because on YouTube, I allow myself to express myself, to speak openly, to talk without stopping. Half an hour, 40 minutes, an hour, which is about how long the videos we make are, but unfortunately, they don't produce the results I was hoping for, the results that would at least allow me to make a living from the platform without needing to run around in circles like Colchon Meow. So have we decided this year? Well, this year I've personally decided to stop giving YouTube priority over all the other platforms. In fact, I wrote it on December 31st, possibly when this video comes out, it'll be, I don't know, January 3rd or 4th. But when I wrote it, it's the same day I'm recording this video. Like on the YouTube mural, the YouTube community. And I told you, look, YouTube is no longer going to be a priority, YouTube. We have always recorded, and then after the video is published, which is usually 3-4 days, sometimes a week, after we record, that's when we start posting on Instagram and TikTok, and right now it's not going to be like that. Now we're going to record on Instagram, TikTok. We'll post in real time, then I'll go out and release the YouTube video. And that happens because we had tried to give more priority without giving spoilers on the channel to the other platforms. But honestly, it doesn't work out or generate the income we were expecting, and that's okay. It's okay to accept, it's okay to understand, it's okay to adapt to what works for you. And this is advice for all creators. I dreamed of being a YouTuber. I'll tell you the truth. I dreamed of being a YouTuber and that YouTube would give me, well, 90% of my income, but it didn't happen. And when it doesn't happen, you have two options. Either reinvent yourself or keep pushing and fighting and try to make it until you succeed, which I already did. Or accept it. So I can keep trying, keep fighting, keep pushing, but no, I've already done that a lot. I've tried a lot. I've gone here and there. Look, there's a way, and I wrote it again on the YouTube wall, and it's for real. I don't want to be controversial. I don't want to cause controversy. This is the reality of Venezuela and showing the garbage dump. No, that really isn't for me. Honestly, it's not for me. And not just about Venezuela, but about all the other countries in the world. I mean, if I don't show the flaws of my country, obviously I'm not going to show the flaws of other countries. Is it hypocritical to do that? So I choose to see life, the world with hope, with positivity, and obviously that makes me show the good things, the beautiful things. To promote destinations worth visiting. Of course, I'm not going to hide the reality. I mean, if I go to a place and man, there's a pothole in the road and a cop stops me and shakes me down and all that, obviously I'm going to show it. I'm not going to hide what happens to me, but I'm not going to look for sensationalism, which is totally different. It's different. If I visit Rome, I show the Colosseum, not go under a bridge searching for a garbage dump. Every place has good places and bad places everywhere, obviously. In some, like in our country, there are more places where you could settle and make controversial videos. But I choose not to do it, and if I decide not to do it in our country, I'm even less likely to do it in a neighboring country, in a foreign country, because it's disrespectful, it's hypocritical. I know this is a way of life. I know this is a way that some YouTubers hide behind, like calling it travel journalism, but that's a lie. These are ways to get millions of views and travel money. Because if you watch the video where we got arrested in Senegal, or well, almost arrested, obviously you're going to get a lot of views with that, but it was something that really happened to us. It wasn't something we were looking for. However, and just to wrap up this topic, because it's not really the point of this video, right? We want to focus on the good things, focus on the positive, focus on the beauty of every place we visit, and that's why we decided that YouTube wouldn't be our priority. Because unfortunately, talking about beautiful things, about beauty, about the magic of the places, doesn't get as many views. It doesn't pay our bills, it doesn't pay for our trips. like talking about morbidities and controversial situations. We're not stopping content creation. This isn't a YouTube farewell or a video about leaving for money. No, I love YouTube, and like I said, I still love it. Being able to express myself full time without having to condense all the information into 1 minute and having to post a reel. I mean, just imagine, this clip I'm recording has already been going for 5 minutes and 55 seconds. Imagine having to cut all that down to 1 minute. I can't even talk. No, I'm going to keep doing YouTube. We're going to keep doing YouTube, but we won't do it, let's say, with the prominence it used to have for the last 7 years, 8 years. Hey, how are you, Chamin? Good. Do you want to say hi? Come here. What's your name? Diego Leon. But come closer, otherwise you won't be heard. What's your name? Pelegrías Pérez Diego Alejandro.
Pelegrías.
Pelegrías Pérez. Had you already been to Choroní? No? This is your first time in Choroní, and do you like the beach? Sepe? Yes, it's nice, right? Is the water warm? Yes. Happy New Year. Well, because yes, like we said, today is the 31st, and that little boy came up to our tent a while ago, and he was like, can I hang out here? And that it doesn't bite, really. It's super gentle. It doesn't bite at all. And I was like, yes, pet her, it's fine. And he was like, should I go? Should I not? Should I go? Should I not? But anyway, travelers, look, we didn't end up going to Puerto Escondido, which is the little beach over there. I'll show you these drone shots I took years ago, since flying drones in Venezuela is forbidden. So I don't want to get into trouble, and I'm going to show you these epic aerial shots, just in case you haven't seen them. From Sepe in 3, 2, 1, Pakata.
Let's go.
It's great meeting followers on every beach in Venezuela. That's why I'm not quitting YouTube, Instagram, or social media. Anyway, how are you? All good?
Every time I see you all, never.
I never found you, no?
Yes, the other day I ran into your wife.
Where?
At Teresa Carreño, I was working and she was a customer, so I couldn't ask for a photo.
Wendy, is this your first New Year's in Choroní? Yes, how is it?
It's great, it looks wonderful.
Right?
First time I'm at Cipis?
When did you get to Choroní yesterday, and how long will you stay?
Until the 12th.
What other beaches will you visit?
I've been to Chuao, went to Playa Grande yesterday, and plan to visit Valle Seco tomorrow.
Are you still following the tips we discussed last year? Of course.
Of course, I watched the videos, obviously.
What a champ, what a champ. All right, let's take the picture.
All right, come over, fatty.
Go ahead. Let's take the picture there, just like I said. I mean, really, it fills my soul and my heart. To see people who follow our advice, who watch our YouTube videos, and who literally plan their trip based on what we recommend. And that's why I'm not going to stop doing YouTube. We're not going to stop sharing our advice with you. But it is true that we're going to reduce the prominence we give to this platform a little bit. Because I'm going to tell you the truth, traveler, because here once again I'm expressing myself full time. And the thing is, what we're doing on YouTube isn't working. It's not giving us the results we expected. I wish the story were different, but I've even gone to destinations that are already so controversial and polemic, like Syria, and not even in Syria. The videos went viral in India. I mean, we went to India before many other creators made their videos about India, which went, well, ultra viral, and ours didn't work. That's okay, our community. When we started, people followed us for videos about Venezuela because it made them feel nostalgic, especially Venezuelans who emigrated and wanted to eventually return to their country. And watching videos of the wonders of Venezuela made them feel nostalgic. So, when we posted videos about foreign destinations, they would skip them, they'd say, no, I don't want to watch this, and that's okay. I thought, let's create another channel dedicated to foreign and international trips. But I haven't really gotten around to it, and honestly, I don't know if I'll do it because we found, well, different sources of income, as you know, like our Airbnbs that we've posted. Here, our store, I mean, we have a lot of products, our paintings and images that we sell, our photographs at www.doslocosdeviajes. Oh, sorry, I hadn't seen you. How are you? Yes, of course, as many as you want. Obviously, let's go. Thank you. With pleasure, with love. How about that? All good? I'm sorry, it's just that right now in December, we had the store today already. But in January, go ahead, Kuchi. I mean, honestly, when I talk to you guys, I get really emotional because I haven't turned off the camera. I mean, this same video is 12 minutes long. People keep asking for pictures of the gentleman and wanting to buy hats, but honestly, we had way too many orders. It was all pretty crazy. This year, we didn't think we would run out of towels, and we ended up running out of towels. But then the last products arrived like on December 20th, and well, we were running around trying to sell and promote everything we could, and nothing. We keep learning along the way, we keep building this future we dreamed of so much. One thing that has made me reflect a lot is my psychologist. I go to therapy and highly recommend it. Do you think that making a living from social media means being your own boss? Quitting your job and now you do whatever you want with your time? That's a lie. Now you have 10 bosses, now you work 24/7, now you don't go to bed at midnight and wake up to work from 8 to 5. That's a lie, a lie, a lie. All of that is false. And look, I'm not being dramatic. I'm not trying to demonize it. This is the best job I've ever had. And what about me? I've worked as an Uber driver, I've worked as a waiter, I've worked in all kinds of sales jobs because I love sales and I still do it. I mean, I love it. Making a living from social media is the best thing that's happened to me, but being my own boss doesn't mean I stop working. No, I don't work less. I work 2 or 3 times more, but with love and passion, doing what I truly enjoy. Let me take another picture with the gentleman up front, then we'll continue. Come with me. Thank you. With love, bye. Happy New Year, as I was saying. We have tried to diversify so we can earn income from different platforms and not depend only on sponsors or the YouTube channel. And honestly, and with all the love in the world, I tell you, it has worked for us. It has had a huge impact. Many of you have wanted to buy our photo towels, our hats, now our suitcases, and so on and so on and so on. Many of you have wanted to stay at our Airbnb. And mind you, they're not just followers, there are strangers too. But since we made a quality apartment, it's very well decorated and it's strategically located near Maiquetía Airport. Many people have stayed there and it has worked out. And we've decided to dedicate time to keep perfecting those details, to look for other investment opportunities. And we've decided, well, not to quit, but to give YouTube a little less priority than it had before. And I'll be honest with you, that has me in mourning. I mean, in my last sessions with the psychologist, that's the only thing we've talked about because that's got me in mourning. YouTube was the reason I started my whole life dream. I mean, my tourism company, I started it 9 years ago. I wanted to be a YouTuber unrelated to the tourism company. We started the channel 8 years ago. Hi, how are you? How's it going? How are you? What's Gucci? Valeria and I started our relationship 8 years ago. In 2018, today is 2025, so it's been 7 years. We started with Dos Locos de Viaje with the idea of becoming YouTubers. And today I'm saying, look, I don't give it much importance. I take away the spotlight from YouTube. I'm not abandoning it. It's not like I'm getting divorced. It's not like I'm closing YouTube, but that makes me reflect a lot. And I think I'm going to stop this video because it's already been recording for 17 minutes without stopping. And honestly, it's kind of crazy for it to be such a long video. This is my favorite platform. And you, my audience, are my favorite. I'm being completely honest. I value Instagram and TikTok audiences, but watching 101-minute reels a day isn't the same as seeing a couple of travelers in just one of them. Instead of watching 2 or 3 YouTube videos daily, just watch 1, hours. I mean, the other day someone told us, are you among the 0.01? The Dos Locos community. A follower? He released 200 YouTube videos this year. He met us this year. We obviously posted like 100 videos this year, but the guy followed us and even started watching the old videos. Legend, no kidding, legend. And just like him. Well, many of you, I really appreciate it, and that's why I'm in mourning. So I'm going to stop this. I'm going to see what my family is doing. Today is December 31st, and we'll continue recording in a little while.
That's how our day at the beach ends. We didn't record much, choosing to focus on family and enjoy the moment. It's the last day of the year and we have to save our energy because tonight we're going all out.
Woohoo. I want to see you dancing tonight.
We don't know this yet, but we'll find out as the hours go by.
What were you saying, my love, about those little tents back there?
I want to camp there on a weekday so there won't be too many people. I want to camp there with you. I mean, look how beautiful it is here. Behind us, it's all full of palm trees, and further back is the river, which is kind of counterproductive because the river brings a lot of mosquitoes, but it looks amazing. Sing.
Hello. Look, come here. I have a quick question. You're camping there, right? Yes. How long have you been camping?
Since Monday. Today is Wednesday, 3 days.
What was the best part like?
I've camped here for 10 years.
10 years? Like every end of the year or so?
All right, the end of the year. It's the first time I've spent New Year's Eve here, but we used to come at the beginning of January.
And how was it? Was it great?
I love Zepa with all my heart.
I could swear I saw you last year when I visited Zepe and saw some blue tents. I said, look.
No, but I hadn't come for 6 years.
Do you think you're a liar?
Wait, if it wasn't you, was it someone else last year?
No, we bought it.
Oh, you bought it, so you didn't pay rent last year?
How awful.
How awful, right? How awful. Look, and how much longer do you have left?
Until Saturday.
Wow, so like 4 more days?
4.
January 4th.
My only question is, how do you handle the bachamas or fresh water?
No, what happens is that, like I said, we've been coming here for many years and everyone knows us. We shower at one person's house, cook at another's, store food, and bring frozen meals for all 6 days.
How nice, how nice. And how many are there? How many come?
Now there are 4 of us, but before we arrived in 3 full buses and filled this area with tents.
Wow.
Me, my aunt, her husband, and my son.
Literally, it's private property. Well, of course.
Really?
Sure.
They always save them for us, right? That land is beautiful.
That land, really?
We have to clear a space.
No,
We won't lend it to them.
they lend them to us. They lend us the best ones.
We can share too.
Okay, no, it's not that it really seemed like it was that order because it's the only little patch of grass on the whole beach.
Yes, almost everyone camps over there, right? But we prefer it here.
And for San Juan, no, the Acos go over there. Since they know they're coming, they go over there. It's true, of course.
There are sandflies in the morning, but at night there's no breeze and the sea doesn't reach its peak.
How nice, really. Well, we wish you a happy new year as well and hope you finish having a wonderful celebration. And may next year be the 11th because if they tell me you're 10 years old, let it be the 11th. Yes?
Like that.
That's how it goes. Bye. Well, thank you, happiness. Bye. She's the mommy. While we're heading back to the boat, I want to introduce you to Ali. This is the guy who takes care of all the boat transfers. How are you, my brother?
Hey, very good, brother.
And you all good?
Glad to have you here again.
Look, I want to ask you a question, Ali. Have you received any messages, anyone asking you about your service? After the video we made last year?
Bro, almost all my clients have spent it. They've contacted me thanks to you guys.
For real?
Really, thanks too. This week, someone came by who I told about taking you out. They said, that's why your face seemed familiar. Did you know them?
Ali? Look, you were telling me that next time we come to Sepe, we have some trips pending this year. Well, we decided to spend time with the family and relax there. But what else can you do in Sepe besides enjoying the beach at Puerto Escondido? Look.
Little brother, from here up, we have the coconut grove. There's a lady here who makes natural coconut oil for you. And then the town is about 25 minutes away on foot. There's the church, the Spanish house, which was built over 500 years ago. The church bell tower is 370 years old. Really? And they've tried to take it from here to bring it to the city, but the people haven't allowed it. All of that is in Sepe. Wow. And we also have the Petra viewpoint, which is over that way toward the road to Puerto Escondido. I mean, there are many beautiful things to discover in these towns.
Of course, well, now we know we need to make a deeper and longer visit here in Sipi because today we also came at noon. Yesterday we went to bed late and all that, so, well, we'll have to come back for another visit. Of course?
Of course.
Ali, one question. How much does it cost to come to Sepe? Well, the whole boat or per person? I don't know how you sell it, but how much does it cost?
Look, brother, this costs $12 per person, okay? Round trip, okay?
And you need a minimum number of people to go?
Exactly, minimum 12 people. 12 people is what you need when you don't charter the 12 people. And if you want a private one, then I can arrange a private one for you. Something that works for you and works for me because of the expenses, of course, of course.
For example, if I come on a weekday with Ali and no one else and I say, let's go 6 people for $100, will you come to Sepe? Yes.
Okay.
Okay? 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 Because $12 for 12 people is $144. But if you come on a weekday, out of season, low season, damn, $100, 10 people, $10 each, that's exactly how it works.
Yes, sir.
That's the good thing, that you have the possibility to negotiate exactly.
And my tours are personalized because your boat stays with you all day. I take care of the guiding. Suppose you want to go up to the town of Sepe. I'll take you without any problem, okay? That's part of my job.
Ali, quick question. What's the cheapest beach to visit in Choroní?
Valle Seco, okay.
How much would it be? Valle Seco? Valle Seco?
Valle Seco, $10 per person.
Oh, okay. And how many people?
Minimum 2 as well, or it can be whatever, of course.
If there are 8 of us, will you take me to Valle Seco?
The same, exactly.
Of course, because obviously Playa Grande, you can get there by car or on foot from there, from the town. Exactly. So Valle Seco is the cheapest, $10, $10. And Chuao, how much would that cost?
$10 as well.
$10 as well. There you have it, travelers. People want you to come. I mean, Ali and the residents of Choroní want you to come and do tourism here. So go ahead, negotiate with Ali. You can say, look, we're short on money and there are only 6 of us. So just take us and get us out. They want you to come and promote the destination for publicity. Promote the beauty of cacao, palm trees, and the beach. It's truly spectacular. Right, Ali?
Yes, man. And besides the trips, the boat rides, we also have hiking.
Okay.
He's from the Tobar Atasepe and Tobar Tuya neighborhoods. We have Choroní Chuao, which many people call the cacao route, the deep cacao route. Okay, it's crossing all the Choroní countryside until you reach Chuao. We have the dam in Huracan, which is a super waterfall made by Marco Perez Jimenez. Okay, we also have the Santa Barbara Hotel, where the Wishing Stone is located.
And we have Tinikijama Beach, right?
Tinikijima.
Tinikijima and San Andres?
They called me Juan Andres.
Juan Andres, but those are hidden gems that I will show you in the next video. Subscribe to the channel and keep watching because Choroní truly has a lot to offer. If you think you've seen it all, you haven't. There's more to see, so keep watching, right? Ali, for the next video, we'll explore everything this town offers with you. Yes, no, thank you. Happy New Year, my brother. Same to you. There's no paid advertising here as we pay for our own transportation to Choroní. What I like about coming with Ali is that he invests in improvements. The boat right now has a 75 horsepower engine and over there we left a boat behind. Here we're moving to another boat. But it's a boat with 5 people. That boat probably has a 40 horsepower engine and we're already leaving it behind. And the one over there, we left it behind too. And what about when we have to go to distant beaches like Chepe or Tuja or Juan Andres, which we're going to visit in the next few days? Obviously, if it has a 40 horsepower engine, if it takes an hour and 20 minutes to get there, and an hour and 20 minutes to come back, it gets tedious. With a 75 horsepower engine, you arrive in half an hour. Look at how we get to the boat, launch it, and the other one. You can see. Technical stop to have the popular cup ice creams here in Chornil because you can't miss it. I mean, look, there's the ice cream stand and teta. If you want, you can get cup ice cream, or if not, the teta in a bag. One coconut here, coconut, 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 coconut. Now 2 cookies. What a good ice cream. I can't say it too loudly or this crazy girl gets too excited. Do you want a little bit, Anita? That little dog loves coconut ice cream. This December 31st, we decided to drink, which we don't usually do. In fact, we drink very little. But to achieve our goal, we decided to have dinner. Fajita. We're saving the Christmas dish, halaka, ham bread, and all that for tomorrow. Today we'll just have a chicken fajita, not beef, since that's too heavy. We had barbecue yesterday, so today we're having chicken, something lighter so we can... So now I'm going to show you our food for today. Alright, here I have my little cocktail, chicken, tomatillo, sour cream, and guacamole, a little candle, and over there, a fajita. Why did we decide to make this dinner? Love? Oh,
Because it's more practical. First dinner, then makeup, then we celebrate.
because today we decided...
Well, no, I have water here.
No, I also have fiery water. Let's see what we have today. A gin, this is gum syrup. This is a little marine spice. This vodka is really good. And you see up and a little bit of lemon and passion fruit juice, lemon juice. How do you say it? Little juice, little lemon juice. Of course,
Sorry, damn it, Sumito.
lemon squeezed because it tastes better that way. Well, let's eat. Shout it out. Well, Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Good morning, my little crazies, and Happy New Year to everyone watching this video. Well, in the first days of January, if by chance this pops up for you yesterday, in March you might say, what's wrong with this crazy guy? And yes, here we are spending or have spent the last days of 2025 and the first days of 2026. Look how beautiful and relaxing this place is. Today, of course, we're also going to go out to the beach, but first we're going to have breakfast. A dish that fascinates me in the first days of January is black arepas. If you haven't heard of them, I'm going to tell you about them now. Here we're going to take out the main ingredients. What we have here, you can imagine, is with the fat. And this broth is the juice from the pork leg, when we season the pork leg to cook it. In this case, we didn't have dinner on the 31st, but we had already made it a couple of days ago. We add Coca-Cola, orange juice, red wine, and some spices that we want, yes, with wine, oregano, etc. But we add about 3 times the normal amounts that you usually put in a pork leg, which usually gets consumed or there's just a little bit left after it's cooked in the oven, and we leave it like that. To make the arepas, we don't knead them with water, but instead we use this broth and flour, bread, and nothing else. That's why they get that brown color and are called black arepas. And of course, that's all, right? We don't have anything else. I got worried, you know? Look, here we have another one. Go ahead, yeah. Now, yes. And of course, the arepas are going to be filled with the same pork. Oh my goodness, with the same little pork we made. And this time we're going to add a little bit of yellow cheese, Guayanese cheese for whoever wants it, and tomato or shredded yellow cheese. We'll show them to you when they're ready because you'll see they're a delicacy from God. If you get the chance, next time you make pork leg, add double the juices, keep basting it, and the next day, black arepas. Look at this beauty. I've already started heating up the pork leg juices a bit. And when it's a little warm and more liquid. Because normally, when it stays in the fridge for several days, it becomes gelatinous because of all the collagen and fat in the pork leg. But you have to leave all of that in because that's what gives it such a delicious flavor. And when it's a little more liquid and just a bit warm, not hot, just a bit warm, then you're going to add the corn flour directly, right here. Excuse me, please, I need to do a quality check. This dough turns out more like gelatin. Oh, wow. And over here, we're going to heat up the pork leg that was cooked. We need to shred it. And here you can see why they're called black arepas. Don't think they're burnt, or maybe, who knows, just a little. No, it's just that they get that color, dark, pretty toasted. Well, all the juices from the pork leg and the fat, it has also made them cook faster. And okay, like this one isn't wrapped yet, it still needs more time. Now we get to the most anticipated part, making the pernil arepa, which is crispy on the outside and soft on the inside. Because obviously all the fat and juices keep it like that, juicy. I don't even add butter, it's not necessary. What I am going to add is a little garlic sauce that a buddy made over there. Well, that's it. Okay, look at mine, a little heart. A year full of love, understanding, and tenderness. Here come this year's already underway. The pork, please, thank you. Let's see what your arepas say. Let's read the pork arepa. And normally it's eaten with yellow cheese, but well, I'm going to do it with Guayanese cheese. Bam. Oh, okay, look at this one. Look at this delicacy of the gods we're starting 2026 with. Enjoy. Once again, leaving late, but with a good reason, of course. It's 2 in the afternoon and we're heading to the beach. Of course, today we're going to make it. Look, until the sun goes down at the beach, until it literally gets dark. 3 hours later, we're coming back at 4:30 like always. Who knows? We'll see. It's already time, no boats are leaving, everyone left. I imagine they're at the beaches waiting to bring people back, but anyway, every day at the beach is appreciated even if it's just for a little while. And we couldn't miss the chance to visit a little beach on January 1st to start the year the right way, traveling, going to the beach, and may that multiply for every weekend of the year. Amen. And after 20 minutes of sailing, we are arriving at Chuao, Travelers. I'm surprised at how empty the beach is. I mean, literally, there are just a few tents from people who are camping and less than 20 people in the sea. There aren't even the little tents like yesterday in Sepe. Instead, there are just some permanent little tents you can see in the back, which are made of straw. And yes, those are occupied. I'm not going to lie to you. But I don't know if you can see the little tent over there. Look, blue and red, the ones that are set up and taken down every day. They're empty. And over here, there are other little tents too. Look, all empty really, just one over there at the end and over here. There are some spectacular Balinese beds, which I don't know if they belong to a hotel in Choroní, but 2 or 3 are occupied and the other 2 or 3 are free. At the beach, we immediately met a follower. What's your name, Jasny?
Valentina.
Victoria, who brought you to Chuao today, January 1?
We came yesterday at 7:30 in the morning from Caracas. It was a whole adventure. We've had an amazing time. It was something super spontaneous, like let's go on this adventure, and here we are.
And where are you staying?
Up in Chuao in the village. Oh.
In the little village of Chuao? Can I ask you, how much does an inn cost in the little village of Chuao?
We don't know because we're staying in a tent.
Ah, you're staying in a tent. Oh, how fun. Last time I visited, staying in Veranchoa cost about $15, $20. It's a simple town, but it's great since you can also do the cacao route.
We haven't done it yet. Yesterday, well, we got here around 7 in the evening, got dressed, went to the plaza, and stayed there for a while until about 3 in the morning.
Whoa.
How nice, and well, that's it. We got up and let's go to the beach.
How nice. And how long are you staying?
We need to leave at 7 until the 5th.
Delicious, delicious. You are going to be...
How do you manage to bathe? Well, right now up in the village, we're staying in the yard of a house and they're letting us use their facilities. Now in Sepe, I don't know what we're gonna do.
Because they're taking all their stuff to Sepe to get us out.
The other 3 aren't.
They'll handle it in Sepe. Whoever gives them some water, that's all it takes.
Have a good time and enjoy.
Of course. What's your top wish for 2026?
That we have good health, God keeps blessing us and brings us many good things.
Of course, amen. Well, I'll let you enjoy yourselves and thank you for coming over to say hello. This day has been amazingly spectacular. We've relaxed. We found a little spot practically just for ourselves. And look, this one and that one, that's where we are right now. Well, we're pretty much in the shade now because the sun hid behind that mountain. But when everything was sunny, we still had shade from that tree and those palm trees. And over there are still some rays of sunlight hitting the beach, the palm trees, and the people who go more toward the center. Although I have to admit that I'm surprised at how empty Choroní is in general. Me. Well, they told me that this year has been busier than the last, but since I was here last year and this year, I feel like that's not the case. Honestly, I feel like that's not the case. Just to be clear, last year I went to Playa Grande one day. This year we didn't go to Playa Grande because honestly it's the beach that gets the most crowded. But while passing by in the boat, you couldn't see that many tents, although maybe appearances can be deceiving because the boat also passes by at quite a distance. But here in Chuao, like I was saying, look at the little tents you see over there. And I would say that there aren't even 50 people on the whole beach. When I arrived, I told you there were maybe 20 or 30, but now a few more have shown up. Still, it's pretty lonely. And a part of me says I would love for these places to be full of tourists to boost the local economy and for tourism to truly be a significant source of income for all the residents. But another part of me is grateful that these paradises are so empty because we get to enjoy them, look, without loud music, without all that commotion on the beach. So I promote tourism and I want these places to be full. Honestly, because I know that many people dream of making a living from tourism, from services, but at the same time, I take advantage and enjoy it. Meanwhile, that doesn't happen because honestly, the paradise-like feeling in many places sometimes gets lost when there are so many people. For example, last year we were in the Maldives, an ultra-paradisiacal place. But when we went on a tour to try to find a whale shark and swim with it, it was horrible. It was an experience with 20 boats rushing in, 100 people chasing the poor shark. I said I'd never do it again, but I have swum with a whale shark in Chichiriche de la Costa, right here in our country. Being alone or with just 4 others on the small boat is wild. It's the most incredible experience I've had at sea. Even better than seeing orcas this year. Norway and humpback whales. But yes, in the end, we promote tourism, but we take advantage when places aren't overcrowded with tourists, and that's what today has been like in Chuao. Honestly, we've even considered coming back. Because it's January 1st, we're staying until January 4th, so we still have 3 more days to enjoy the coasts of Aragua. And even though we're going to end this video with today's tour, tomorrow we're going to make another one of secret paradises, hidden gems of Choroní, and, well, of the coast of Aragua, which honestly are visited very, very little. In fact, we still don't know them, so you have to subscribe if this is your first time on this channel or if you've been here before and still haven't done it. Because look, more than 70% of the people who watch our videos aren't subscribed. So go ahead and click subscribe and turn on notifications so you can keep seeing the wonders of Venezuela. In just a little while, I'll tell you the prices not only of the house where we're staying, but also of mid-range inns and super luxurious inns that we recommend in Choroní. Look at that beautiful full moon we welcomed this year with. No, and the sunset was incredible. It's 6:40 in the evening and we're just leaving now, and that's one of Ali's special services. You tell him, look, I want to stay late at the beach, and you negotiate with him. And Fino, I always recommend him, and honestly, he's really, really good. He does a great job. The people are responsible. I'll leave his number there in the description in case you're interested. And I feel like the prices for the trips are reasonable. $12, $10 depending on the beach. If you come alone and don't fill the boat, ask to join another group and you'll still reach the beach. You only pay for your spot, not the whole boat. And that's cool, so you can come to Choroní in an affordable way. Look, I was asking about the prices of the inns that I personally recommend to you. One that is, let's say, mid to low price is Araquemo. I love that inn. I've stayed there. It's beautiful. I've recommended it to friends who also stayed and said it's spectacular. $80 a night per couple with breakfast included in the room. Now, if we go to the luxury inns, there's Cacaoni and there's Coco Loco, really. I think it's the most aesthetic, the most beautiful inn, at least aesthetically, in all of Choroní. I was asking around. A full weekend, that is 3 days and 2 nights, costs 796 euros per couple, which, if we divide it by 2, is 398 euros. And then, if you pay in cash in dollars, you get a 25% discount. It would be about $300 per night per couple approximately. And then, if you want to stay in the house where we are staying, it's $240 per night for 15 people. That's less than $15 per person per night. Of course, it doesn't include absolutely anything else. Then you have to add the $12 for the beach and your meals. There are 10 of us and we did a grocery run for exactly $430. So, pure math for 5 days and 4 nights, 10 people, $43 per person, and we're spending about $10 a day to go to the beach for 4 days. That's 40 plus the 40 for groceries plus $15 per night per person. 4 nights cost 60 since it's 5 days, but only 4 nights. So this whole trip is costing us $140 per person with meals included, drinks included, and trips to the beach. If you would like to stay in this house to rent it, you can write to us below. We'll leave you our contact information for the Soco Adventures Agency, our tourism company, and there we'll coordinate everything for you. If you only want to rent the house, we can do that for you. If you want the rental with trips to the beach, we can do that too. And what I recommend is that you can rent the house, then contact I, and that way it will be as affordable as possible for you. Wow. The one that burst the other. Do you guys like adrenaline? This intense periodo was really intense. Happy New Year wishes from Rawa. Travelers already back home, let's wrap up this video. I also forgot to tell you about the cost of Cacaoni Lodge, another one of the inns with the most history and reputation for excellence here in Choroní. It costs $179 per person per night during the week and $196 per person per night on weekends. It's almost the same as Coco Loco. That would be about $392 per night for a couple. And obviously, since they're inns, they include a lot more services. The treatment is super personalized, and they include the trip to the beach and everything. But if you have a smaller budget, then I recommend the little house that we're renting and the one we're staying at. It's honestly amazing. I mean, not luxury because it's rustic. It's really, really awesome. We've been enjoying it a lot. I'm going to show you the little pool at night over here, the kitchen. Ha ha ha. And with this wonderful view, now I say goodbye. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in a few days, in a week, who knows when, with a new video.